Is that?
Yep, that's the one and only Mana Sword. Oh, and a visitor.
Auron?
Val, I'm sorry. This was the only way I could get my hands on the Mana Sword.
That's why you're here? The sword?
That's right. Do you even know the miracles I can perform with this power? I can save Liza, cure her of her cursed petrification. And that's not even the half of it. She's still the Alm of Earth. Until I can release her, she'll never be free. That's why I need the sword. I have to change the world for the better. Get rid of the Alm's sacrifice altogether, so that our loved ones don't have to die to preserve the future for the rest of us.
You're saying you sacrificed Hina's life in order to save Liza? We trusted you, Auron. Both of us did. And you betrayed us!
As the Soul Guard, you're charged with ensuring the Alms meet their ends by completing the pilgrimage. You were prepared to lose Hina then? I just made her sacrifice come a little earlier than expected. For the sake of the world. You can hate me. I won't blame you. But with my plan, we'll never have to sacrifice another person ever again. Alms will no longer have a reason to exist. We'll be freed from this horrible tradition of loss and regret.
Sorry, but I think Auron might be right about this. Hina and other Alms before her were denied the life they wanted to live. His words are tempting.
Val, you can't...
Even so. The Alms have never been just a means to an end. Not to me. Their sacrifice has to mean more than that. This world exists because the Alms carry with them the hopes and dreams of all those who came before and those who will come after them. I know in my heart that this world is sick. But Hina was never meant to be used as a pawn by anyone.
Of course she wasn't. None of us want her life to be lost in vain.
There has to be a way to obtain the Mana Sword without Hina's Core Stone.
Regardless, this should not be your call. It is pitifully presumptuous of you to assume you know the wishes of all Alms, past and present.
My Sproutling friends entrusted me with this duty, and I mean to see it through. You don't speak for me, mister.
Thanks, everyone. As long as I have friends on this journey who need me, I'll continue to serve them as the Soul Guard. Even if we end our pilgrimage at the Mana Tree, I'm in charge of my own destiny. Hina is my responsibility. You have to return her Core Stone now, Auron!
You can't stop this. Without a Core Stone, I can't pry the Mana Sword from this rock. I have to bring back the world of Fadiel for Liza. No. For all of us who don't want to lose the people we hold dear. In the past, there were no Alms to sacrifice. Mortals, spirits, Benevodon monsters, even the goddess herself, all lived in the different realms that made up Fadiel. But years ago, the 5 realms were condensed into one. That mangled world was called Kidiel. It's the world that you and I know today. With the power of the Mana Sword, we can return Kidiel to the Fadiel it once was. Split it into a world that doesn't need to have soul offerings. The Mana Sword is right in front of us. They say that only the Chosen One can wield it. If that's the case, then that's just what I'll be. Even if it means betraying my friends, my village. I will have the sword!
Auron! What are you doing with Hina's Core Stone? No, Hina!
You're the voice I heard from the megalith, aren't you?
Stop it! Hina!
Earth shall be first.
Earth? Give me that sword! I earned it! Orin! Return Hina's core stone now!
You are not even worth the stretch of my sword arm.
It can't be. Delophos? After all this time?
My. Correct, Sproutling. Your reward is the ruination that awaits you all.
He can't have Hina's core stone. I won't let him!
I never saw myself battling against Lord Delophos in this lifetime.
Ice shield! I will ruin Elemento candle! Not so tough now, are you? Got it! Thanks! Gathered enough mana! I will ruin you! I can still feeling good! God! Not getting away! Can't stop him! Watch out! Taste my wrath! Now don't stop attacking! Take this! Taste my wrath!
I don't know if we can defeat this guy.
Won't let him win. I can't! You're mine! Curse you! Elemento candle! Now don't stop attacking! Save this one just for you! No holding back!
He's far too powerful!
There's no way we can win this.
All our advances will be futile if our adventure ends here.
I'm all for retreating personally. Trent, you're helping us?
This land will not be desecrated by the powers of evil on my watch.
Never thought I'd see the Overseer of the Sanctuary intervene like this.
Now is the time to withdraw, Arms.
No! I can't just run away! I have to save Hina! I have to get her core stone!
Listen, this isn't a fight we can win right now. We have to pull back.
Curse it all! Now Hina's core stone is...
How did a man like that get trapped outside the sanctuary?
For Wheeler Woe, he knows not our whereabouts.
Trent's probably keeping him plenty busy.
First things first, who is Trent? For that matter, who is De La Who's It?
Golly, you don't know anything, do you? I'm not a historian, but I'll summarize what I can. Trent is one of the goddess's emissaries. He watches over the entrance to the sanctuary to keep the people who aren't supposed to be in there out. I guess you could call him a neutral overseer. His job is to protect the goddess, but he's not exactly one to stick his leaves into the business of the alms who come his way. We're lucky we got him in a good mood, or we'd be goners. As for the gentleman who is sealed away in the rock, his name is Delphos. Long ago he tried, and failed to overthrow the mana goddess herself.
Inconceivable!
Unfortunately, it looks like that long nap didn't change his mind about revenge either.
Overthrow the goddess? But why would he do that?
Don't ask me. We weren't friends or anything. When Delphos was defeated the first time, his powers splintered, scattering all across the mortal realm. Lost to time and memory.
You're saying that the form we just fought wasn't even close to his true strength.
That's about the gist of it. If you ask me, Delphos is gonna need to find the rest of his fragmented power before he does anything else.
This complicates our current mission considerably. Given your age, I am fascinated by the breadth of your familiarity with history, Jule. I love to learn myself, but I have not heard half the stories you have related to us.
My age? Oh, right. I keep forgetting how little you know about spirit folk. Sproutlings have a very, very long lifespan. That guy from before, Orin, was it? He mentioned something about Ki and Fadiel, right? When I first sprouted, the world was called Fadiel. I know what I say sometimes sounds like ancient folklore, but it really was the world I grew up in.
You mean to tell me you're actually an old man?
Huh. The fact that I'm older than I look is your takeaway from all that?
I'm only 17. Should I be, I don't know, more respectful? Sir?
Nah, there's no need to get stuffy on me now, Sonny. More importantly, we gotta do something about Delphos. And soon. The places where his divided power is being kept are the exact same ones where the Benevodons are locked away.
Benevodons?
Yup. Delphos will have to release the seals to take back his power, which, lucky us, means the monsters can break loose.
There must be some mistake. I have read the old texts, and the Benevodons were felled by the legendary sword of the ancient hero Delphos. The goddess bequeathed her blade to her champion to aid him in his adventure. It is an epic tale passed down through the generations in prose and performance alike.
Golly, they made plays? Mortals sure do like to talk about things they don't understand.
Then, do you think the story's gotten warped over the years?
Well, it is true that Delphos was sent to destroy the Benevodons.
So wait, what's the problem?
If both Palomina and Jule's accounts are to be believed, then Delphos must be planning to revive his once defeated foes, using those great monsters to visit his wrath upon the Mana Goddess.
If he's as stubborn as I remember, that's exactly what Delphos wants. Resurrecting the Benevodons will throw the whole world out of whack. Even completing our pilgrimage wouldn't be enough to balance things out.
Getting Hina's core stone from Orin is one thing. How are we supposed to take it from an ancient hero?
Right now, we're the only ones who know that Delphos is back. There's no one else we can turn to.
So you do intend to go after him?
I don't care if he's some legendary champion. He still took Hina's core stone, and I won't let him get away with it.
I'll go with you. It's way too late to turn back now anyway. Plus, I don't think my friends back in the burrow would want me to abandon the rest of the alms to go to the Mana Tree on my own.
It was never my intention to stay behind. The more of us stand against the enemy, the easier the fight will be. You'll need backup.
As a former dignitary, I cannot condone an individual such as Deilophos destroying any domain, no matter how diminutive.
Deilophos got the drop on us last time. Without the element of surprise, we can take him. And he and his core stone, for that matter.
Now that that's settled, what's next?
Let's not go back to the sanctuary yet. I think that tree guy might be mad at us for the mess we left behind.
Deilophos said something about Earth after he woke up, right? Do you think he meant Guju?
Well, yeah. The Benevodons are sealed away near where each alm is chosen for the pilgrimage, of course.
But Liza and Watts are still in the area. We have to get back to Guju.